So if you looked at my other videos, I have a tiger face paint video that's just a quick 30-second time lapse that I use to promote my business on Facebook. So I'm going to go through that, kind of break it down into steps so you can see how I got the final look. Alright, so you're going to start out with your white sponge, and I'm going to basically do a triangle of white above each eye. I'm going to do white coming down, following the jawline on each side, and then white for the cheeks, and then white across the upper lip and kind of like a goatee. So that'll be your first layer of color. Okay, so now pretty much everything else that you see that is skin is going to be orange. I do kind of change for each kid what I do for the nose. Sometimes I do pink, sometimes I do red, and sometimes I do it black. So I'm going to fill in the rest of my face. And this is Fab Tiger Shimmer. So I'm not usually big on the shimmer paints, but they were sold out of their bright orange. So I got this. I think it looks good, and it's not too shimmery. That, you know, I do the tiger pretty frequently on both boys and girls, and no one seems to, you know, complain about it. I think it's not very noticeable. So I'm going to do that all the way around. Alright, so now I'm going to paint my lines on. I usually start up at the forehead with kind of an upside down V, like twice, and then one that is broken off on each side, and you'll see. So usually I start off up here, kind of flatten my brush out, we go up, and have those two meet. Still working on my symmetry. But that is the beauty of the tiger. It doesn't have to be perfectly symmetrical. Then I usually have a second one that comes up and meets. And then this next one. It's further down and does not meet with the two kind of mountain peaks in the middle. Alright, and then depending on the age of the kid, I will or will not leave this, you know, have this part in. I think it really makes it, but, you know, it's different for every kid, so some of them just can't sit there for anything on their eyelid. So I kind of, similar to eyeliner, I'll go across, and then I'll kind of do this on the edge, and then inside the eye, I'll go down and out like that. And they do, you know, sometimes they don't keep their eyes open, but actually if they have their eyes closed and then open them for this, I actually like the look that it does add to the tiger kind of lines. That's not a big deal if they can't keep their eyes closed, or they think that you're done and then they open them, or if they're recording a video and they have to keep one eye open. Right, and then, you know, sometimes I'll add some little dots in here, trying not to make them look like a smiley face. Sometimes it just happens and it looks like a face. No, people aren't going to notice that, but I see that sort of thing. And then if I didn't do this on them, sometimes it would just be kind of like this line, but more of a V, a little bit further out. Just depends on the age of the kid. Alright, and then I'm going to go over to where my white was and do kind of like this tiger beard, as they call it for the kids. Same thing on the other side. Okay, at this point I am almost there, so I'm going to add my cheeks and whiskers and then my little tiger goatee. And for today, let's see, I will do a pink nose for today. I'll do my pink. Alright, so I'll do thin to thick to thin. And then I do this little, kind of like a triangle. Fill that in. And then dot, dot, dot to the middle. So there's another one. Same thing. Oops. And then I'm just going to go around the nose, try and do it kind of lightly. And that didn't work. Oh, yeah. Little blooper there. I think what I will do, just fill the whole thing in black. It's Monday. Alright. Pretty big nose. And now I'm gonna go to the middle here. Curve out. Same shape as the triangle over here, sort of. And for kids, usually I just leave it like that. Alright, so I just need to add my whiskers or my goatee. Gonna flip out by the edge of the lip. And there you go. That is tiger. Sometimes squeeze in an extra stripe or two there. Just depends on the shape of a person's face. So, there you go.